Welcome to World Walkers Training, Lesson 5. I'm Stephanie Neal, going to be talking about protection meditations. So as we move through these lessons, we begin to see how essential it is to become more self-aware through many types of meditations. Every World Walker meditation relates to our main objectives, which are discovery, becoming aware of the magical mind, and becoming aware we are conscious incarnates. Our soul clarifies what it is to be fully engaged in facilitating the expansion of human consciousness until the day we leap into becoming a full-feeding human. We continue to explore, utilizing our magical mind, remembering to identify and work in partnership with our ancestors. We are here to become conscious incarnates and then teach others how to become a conscious incarnate so that they may teach others. Krystel states, quote, World walkers should be adept in journeying or clairvoyance and easily astral travel and visit the other world on a regular basis. If we are not avid in meditation, it makes it difficult to work with the ancestors on a regular basis. Let us journey this path to be able to cross to the other world very easily, using many methods. Through practice, this is possible now. Nothing is stopping us. The following method was taught to us in the Astral World Walkers Temple by a portion of Caroline's soul that was in the shape of a yellow gem. Caroline said, help the incarnates remember how they move through this map or path. Give them many, many opportunities to travel here in various ways until it is easy. Tell them that who has an open heart and willingness to be a midwife will be instrumental in teaching these exercises to the world. I acknowledge what you do, and I will show you several other ways to the new phase in human existence. First, go to the future life that you are already a conscious incarnate by utilizing astral projection. See you there. Close quote. So that was a close quote from Caroline. Now I'm continuing with what Krystel stated. So let us continue to discuss astral projection, removing all insidious thoughts that are opposite of encouraging thoughts or emptiness. If a thought is telling you that you cannot astral travel, then turn your higher self's mind to the fact that astral travels. It travels on a daily basis, and follow your higher self's lead. Focus on this eternal mind, the mind that was with you before the beginning and will always remain with you. Close quote. So that was Krystel. So let's go with Caroline's meditation. So together we ground and release, breathing in and breathing out, and then inhaling once again, exhaling all unfocused energy, then inhaling all that is Goddess. Together, we invoke all loving ancestors, as well beloved friends that are now on the other side at the moment. Let us all sense each other's being. Our vibrations connecting to each other. Let us all hold hands and look into each other's eyes. Let us feel the energy building up in our hands. Allow yourself to feel the strengthening energy passing from one hand to the next. Take my hand if you cannot see anyone else. Feel this mutable energy building more and more until the only thing left to do is let go of the hands you are holding. As you let go, you cannot help but notice the lighted connection between all of us. Though our hands are floating separately beside us, we are not apart from each other. Now we observe our hands floating in front of us. We watch a blue-white light building in our hands, building and building. Feel our radiant lunar light pouring out of our overflowing hands toward every being on earth. Allow our hands to lead us to the full moon, resting upon her surface. See the lunar light pouring out of your hands as the blue-white light forms the body with which you first became aware you are a multi-dimensional being, a conscious incarnate. Pull up a chair inviting this conscious incarnate being, which is you, to spend time with you. Begin asking yourself questions regarding how you became a conscious incarnate. What did you find yourself doing to open the gates? Is this being sitting next to you a past life, present or future life? Ask for guidance and a little confirmation along the way. Now, this first experience, your conscious incarnate future self may just want to rest with you, just sharing your life, allowing the experience to be what you both desire. It is time within this meditation to give thanks to your more evolved being, then returning your attention to your holy hands and the lunar light pouring out of each palm, returning to the world's healing. Let us shine our light upon the earth. Each time we pour lunar light upon another, the closer we rise and attune to the moon's white vibrations. The more we give to others, the more we rise to meet the moon's vibrations. Now it is time to release this energy upon everything, on, under, and above the earth. We heap blessings, healing, protection, and peace upon every being's head, which is our family. Together we send insight and strength over our lovely planet. See every being filled with light, strength, and insight. We pour this blue-white light upon each head of our ancestors, of our tradition, of our elders' council, of our archpriesthood, of our Witton council, upon our heralds' heads. We pour this lunar light upon each head of the high priesthood. We pour this lunar light upon each head of our entire clergy body. We pour this lunar light upon each head of every dedicant. We pour this blue-white lunar light upon each head of our beautiful Correllian membership. Then let us not forget our tradition friends on both sides of the veil. From our hands, we pour lunar light upon each friend's head. We pour this light upon every person that desires to see how they are developing into something different on both sides of the veil. We see everyone overflowing with this bright light of the moon, showering upon all those willing to receive this strength, this unspeakable joy. Now allow our hands to rise high in the sky as the last bits of sparkling lunar dust are poured over our heads, allowing this high vibrational energy to fill us completely. Together we ground by touching Mother Earth. Breathe all this in. Take a few breaths, and only when you are ready, please share what you experienced with another being in your life. Share what you found. Share what you know. Moving on to the World Walker skill exercises regarding focus and perception. It is always good to consider once skills are known, they are practiced on a somewhat consistent basis. Then inside a meaningful practice, more lessons are naturally learned. Over time, more is revealed to explore and practice. Involution and evolution is a gentle private journey to the soul. A journey that when one individual grows, everyone grows and knows this is our work. This is our peace. Of course, there are always exceptions. Some individuals are born with highly refined skills, and then it is just a matter of remembering these skills. Then on the other end of the spectrum are those not interested in metaphysical work because their main focus is on the physical plane, which is just as important. Though it is important to become more aware of what is here within this physical plane. By studying the physical plane, we become more aware of what is affecting us and influencing our perceptions. Who or what surrounds us? What is our main focus? Is it always the same focus every day? What is our perception of what is going on 5 feet from us or across the street? Do we know what animals live on our land or bodies of water nearby? What is happening in the sky today or later tonight? What are the untruths that were delivered today? Or the hope-filled words? When we become hyper-aware of what is in our physical plane, it becomes much easier to develop hyper-awareness in the astral plane, if in fact we desire to do so. We see what we choose to see. We create on what we focus, and perception follows focus. When we enter the practice of journeying, meditation, or psychic work, we quickly learn our mind is the doorway to all levels of being, and our focus is like a steering wheel which directs our every journey. Practice finds ourselves living in different dimensions and levels with which we train our focus by being as aware as possible of where we are and what we perceive and experience. Then we learn to distinguish one place or plane level from another. Eventually, we are able to choose where we go by focusing on where we want to be. This process takes time, consistent dedication, and experience. The following practices are useful to usher us into all planes of existence. The planes of existence are a moving cycle. We are either moving downward with the God or upward with the Goddess, though either never leaves us. The planes of existence are the divine plane, the monad plane, the soul plane, the astral plane, continuing to move downward and inward, the mental plane, then the emotional plane, and the physical plane. This is just half of the eternal cycle, moving inside the psychic tide. This downward process is called evolution. As humans collectively and as individuals, we move through this cycle again and again. And now we move upward, starting with the physical plane, then the emotional plane, the mental plane of existence, onto the astral plane, moving upward to the soul plane, returning to Goddess and the divine plane. This spiritual movement is called evolution. Another consideration is for every hour you spend studying these lessons or doing anything psychic, spend an hour doing something in the mundane world. Eat, exercise, work, play, or interact with other people, but not about anything psychic. This keeps you balanced and effective. Psychic work takes actual physical energy from your body. This energy is best replaced by eating simple carbohydrates such as plain rice, something sweet, or bread. Now, if you are a diabetic, these are not good choices, so make healthy choices when grounding. Just by touching the roof of your mouth helps, it's just as effective as taking deep breaths. Do what is best for you before any extended or intense psychic work. Be sure to take care of yourself. Let us continue exploring some beneficial practices that equip us to travel to all worlds of existence and energy worlds. Now, this is Krystel Correll's shielding method for psychic work. I am giving you a method of more intense shielding to better protect yourself in the work you are doing. I think I found this method in the book Psychic Self-Defense and Well-Being by Diane Fortune. I have read variations of it in many books. It is the best way of shielding I have found. Krystel continues. Breathe evenly and deeply. Keep this up throughout the practice. Relax your body. Stand or sit erect. Feet parallel, arms at your side if standing, palms on your thighs if sitting. You may do this lying down as long as your spine is straight. See a shield of intense blue light shining from your skin to about 9 inches all around your body and about 16 inches above your head and below your feet. Your aura is much larger, but for defense purposes, you need it to be this size. When you can see or sense this well-defined field of intense blue light entirely surrounding you, visualize slightly above your head, but not touching, a globe of intense white light. This light is within the shield of blue light you have created. Concentrate your attention on this globe so that it becomes brighter, glowing, a brilliant white. You do not need to look upwards, just sense its presence. You are making this image to represent the light of your higher self, which is truly there. Be aware of these two images, the intense bright blue shield in which you are entirely contained, and the brilliant white globe over your head, occupying the apex of the Eric shape. Staying aware of the brilliant globe over your head, aspire to the highest good you are capable of conceiving, realizing though this globe is a visualized symbol, it represents a part of true divine force. When you feel ready, see the dazzling globe send down glittering white light. This light filled with silver sparkling, flooding your aura, and at the same time completely permeates you, coursing all through you. The outer shell of your aura remains sharply defined 9 inches out from your skin, intensely bright blue, filled with the vibrant, sparkling white light. Be aware of this bright blue shield filled with the brilliant white light for a while, knowing it is a living, moving reality. The brilliance flows down continually into you and around you. It is inexhaustible, for it is a part of the source of all, and in your aura it continually circulates, brilliant and sparkling, reinforcing that hard, sharply defined and brilliantly blue outer shell. Let the shield fade from your consciousness, knowing at the same time that it has not faded from reality. Replace your present form of daily shielding with this method. Ask for help and guidance in learning the work of your life lessons, both from your inner band and from your outer band or other guides you may have attracted by your interests. Pay extra attention to your dreams, as you often experience a forgotten or new ability in a dream before waking experience. Close quote. Right, so the next meditation is called Bubble of Light Exercise, and this is by Krystel also. So another form of grounding and releasing is the Bubble of Light exercise. This exercise begins by taking a few cleansing breaths. See with your mind's eye, or if you cannot see with your mind's eye, sense what is being presented, and the exercise will be more successful. We begin by releasing, grounding, centering, shielding, and zipping up the aura. It would be most beneficial to practice this exercise in the morning, evening, before and after psychic work or exercise. Begin this exercise by standing straight, shoulders back, breathing normally. Now, have your arms hanging down straight on both sides of your body. Place only your hands outward or perpendicular to the sides of your body. In other words, place your hands out at your sides, both palms facing the ground. Now, sensing from the palms of your hands all stress, all strain, all worry is being poured out from your body and entering the earth. All physical discomfort pouring out of your palms, flowing as dark water out of your hands into the earth. Once the dark water leaves your being, it turns into sparkling clear water as it runs into the earth. There, in the earth, energies meant to harm is fully transmuted into positive energy. Now see, after a while, you see the water pouring out of your hands are now crystal clear. Resting your hands on your sides once again. Now turn your attention to the earth's energy expressed as a shimmering golden light entering you through the bottoms of your feet and filling your body completely. You will know the earth's energy has filled you because you will feel or sense the energy stop. Now see an immense blue-white light bubble completely engulf you in all directions. Take a moment experiencing these energies inside this blue-white bubble. Through intent, extend this orb 3 to 6 feet beyond the surface of your body. Now, by strong intent, program this sphere of light to be a protective shield from all negative energy and from any attempts of anyone or anything to control or manipulate you. This sphere protects your energy and keeps out unwanted influences. Your aura is the energetic covering which holds your body's energy, mind, emotions, and spirit. It is essentially an egg-shaped shape surrounding our physical body, above and below. See your aura extending to 18 inches out from your body. If your aura is bigger than 18 inches, see what size it is and see the blue-white bubble bigger than your aura. See your aura, examine it to see if it is healthy. Then see the bubble encasing your aura mentally. See a zipper on the bubble and zip this bubble upwards. This practice will ensure you will not lose personal energy or deal with unwanted influences throughout your day. With practice, you will be able to perform this much needed practice within a twinkling of an eye. So now your physical body is protected by your aura, and your aura is soundly protected by this cosmic blue-white bubble. Another method of grounding, releasing, and centering and shielding is as follows. Release by allowing everything to go. See yourself releasing all cares. Ground by allowing your being to be rooted into Gaia's ground. Feel her breathing ground under your feet. Center by flying into the center of your being, the place that radiates all light and stillness. Shield by seeing your aura being wrapped in a loving, protective cover. I usually like seeing myself in a floating water sphere. In close quote. So all that was Krystel. Now we move on to another exercise by Krystel. It's called Creating a Physical Safe Space. Quote, create a peaceful area of beauty in your home by placing objects within the area that pleases you or painting the area in a peaceful color. Place your meditation journal where it is easily retrieved, maybe a comfortable chair or pillow. Find a picture or figure of something that represents your highest ideals of yourself. If you follow a particular pantheon, such as Egyptian myths, then allow those stories to be expressed in your sacred space. Your space can be as ornate or simple as you choose. Like your altar, this space should reflect you. You may want to have incense or music to enjoy while meditating. Once you have your physical space set up, clean the space regularly, physically and energetically. Raise a cone of protection around your area by seeing a yellow-white light all around the area, as well as invite your spirit guides and ancestors to protect the perimeter. To cleanse energetically, you can use a sage stick or sound like chimes or a bell, a rattle, or your voice to cleanse and charge an area, remembering to give thanks to all within the area. You not only want to feel safe in this area, you want to feel inspired and charged, for this is also a place of inspiration. This is your safe space, so it is not a place to watch a violent movie or bring your work home or bring anything that represents negativity. This place represents your peace. And close quote. So now we're moving on to creating an astral safe space. So creating a magical space that when you close your eyes, you see this space you have created to rest, to be safe, and to be a launch pad to travel anywhere or anytime or any person. Do not rush creating this space. Take your time giving it as many details as possible. A place that sings and supports your every effort as you create in the astral plane. The astral plane is one of the 7 planes of existence. This is where we create and then pull what we create into the physical world. As you find yourself advance, you may soon discover many astral places you have already created in other lives, possibly lives from eons ago. You have just created or in the process of creating a point of entry into altered states of consciousness and a place to safely return when you have finished your journeys. The same is true for your physical safe place. After creating or selecting your astral place, practice having your awareness there and then shifting your awareness to another location other than where you are now physically. Practice shifting consciousness to there, from there to here, from there to another location, and returning, so this becomes automatic to you. A great practice to start shifting our consciousness is deliberately causing our awareness to go to a tree outside. Then study the tree within your imagination, within your meditation. When you've finished, bring your awareness back to yourself. Then go outside and find the tree that your awareness landed and see if the details you saw matched what you are now seeing when looking at the physical tree. Now we're moving on to your hearing inner sense by Krystel Correll. You will use your inner senses during lucid dreaming and astral travel. They correspond to your physical senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. It is easy to develop these senses. It only takes awareness and practice. An exercise to develop your inner sense of hearing is sit where you can hear sounds, both from inside your home and the sounds of outside, birds, traffic, children playing, even sirens or a jackhammer, whatever is going on at the time. Pay attention what sounds are surrounding you, approaching or moving away. If a car or plane passes, fix your attention on it and follow the sound with your ears as far as you can. You will be surprised how far your inner eyes hearing will take you using your physical senses. Yes, your inner senses are attached to your outer senses and vice versa. Your inner eye has all senses. Moving on to creating your psychological safe space by Krystel Correll. It is time to begin constructing a psychological safe space to carry with you in your studies and journeys. It is you who hold your foundation and core beliefs. As you journey, this will become apparent, for this is deep self-knowledge and self-acceptance. Sadly, many of our beliefs we hold dear, we have willingly accepted from others, without thinking that the belief has little or no relevance in our life or being. The same is true of our core living values. The individual we are may be very different from whom we believe we are. Take time to work on the following questions, carefully considering each question before responding. Know your answers may change through time. You may also find yourself dreaming your real answers, so pay attention to your dreams. Questions. What is your conscious, habitual focus as you go through your day? Pay attention to your thoughts without judgment, just awareness. What do you believe about reality? Is the universe a safe place? Are you struggling for survival against constant obstacles? Why do you believe this? What are your values, your authentic values? Not the ones you think are spiritual. This can be the hardest question to answer truthfully, as we often do not really know the answer. What is your purpose for living this life? What is the rock core of your being that you can always find? When you have worked through these questions as deeply as you can, write out a description of yourself using your new self-awareness. Be honest. Conversely, do not condemn yourself. You may wish to change some things about yourself, but accept and love yourself as you are now. This is the person who will do your multi-dimensional journeys, your authentic self. As you work with these questions, select a symbol that represents you and no one else. This can be anything, preferably something simple and easy to visualize, such as a blue circle on a white square. You will carry this symbol with you on all your journeys as a connection to yourself in this life, in this time. This is the exciting part of meditation. If you use deliberate intention and focus to retrieve information while journeying or dreaming, you are able to learn anything you desire by focusing on a specific intention. Focus and intention are filters that retrieve your information. The following practice is one to retrieve beneficial information. Select a subject with which you want to know more, something that interests you. It needs to be a genuine interest you possess. Clearly define your intention to learn this subject you have selected to learn more. Focus your mind on this subject or process by performing what you can do to glean as much as you can about the subject at hand. Enjoy books, take workshops, and/or talk to others interested in the same subject. You will soon realize information or connections are moving toward you as if it was a grand design. It is a grand design, and it is you who is designing this journey. Your spirit guides and ancestors will give you information. As well, you will have dreams that teach you about the subject as well. The results of this exercise may seem as a natural progression, or they may seem miraculous. What you have actually done is type your subject in a search bar, word bar in the cosmic computer by using your intention and focus. Thus, the cosmic computer and you, by focus, have connected the information to you. Practice doing this in a relaxed and easy manner. Utilizing this exercise can be as simple as saying, I would like to know more about, then fill in the blank. And close quote. That was Krystel Correll. Until next time, blessed be.